What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today it's time to talk about a couple of very exciting promos that have gone and been revealed in the Digimon TCG. They are kind of magazine promos over in Japan, which means we'll get them, I don't know, they could be tournament promos, pre-release promos, they could be box toppers, they could be anything, quite frankly. But the good news is they are coming and they are adorable. So let's start off with Kodoritsu. Now look, by now I think I've made it pretty obvious I'm a Pulsemon fan. I don't think I have been shy about telling you guys that. Well, this isn't a Pulsemon. Nobody's arguing that this is a Pulsemon, but it's clearly a tamer who has a Bibimon, and Bibimon evolves into Pulsemon. So it's basically Pulsemon! I know it's not actually Pulsemon. I don't even care, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even care. Now, this is being given out when you buy a new manga over in Japan. So basically, there's it's called Jump Comics. It's from Jump Comics. And it's called Digimon Dreamers Volume 1. And it's basically a new comic over in Japan. Refer to it how you will. But in the first issue of that, what you find is one of these cards just slipped on in there, ladies and gentlemen. You buy it. Oh, look. Yay. Now I have this card. I have gone and pre-ordered this. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. It retails for 594 yen. Now, I don't know how many of you can really do this in your head. The general rule is for dollars, it's basically divide by 100 and take off 10%. For pounds, it's divide by 100, take off a third, roughly. Although it used to be that. It's fluctuating a lot lately. But basically, this is $4.25 or £3.57. It is absurdly cheap. And it's presumably going to be a nice little comic. I don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't believe anyone's actually given I don't think anyone's actually shown off the cover of this comic yet. But whatever it is, I don't really care. It comes with this promo. I would happily pay £3.50 for this promo. So jobs are good 'un, ladies and gentlemen. Jobs are good 'un. I assume the comic isn't going to be released in English. They're generally not, at least not that I can see. But like I say, this card will be released in some way. The last two kind of weird magazine but not magazine promos came in the Digimon annual or anniversary book, or call it what you will. But it was basically an anniversary book that Digimon produced for the first year of the game. And it had basically everything from the first year of the game. All of the cards, everything was in there. And it came with promos of Old Force Digimon 0 and Aero Digimon 0. And there wasn't an obvious way to actually have them released over here, so they made them pre-release promos. Jobs are good 'un. And actually, we had double pre-release promos, which was amazing. BT-7 was a good set. BT-7 was also the set that gave us those weird campaign rares that were promos that were just in the set. BT-7 rocked. So yeah, it basically just gave us these as pre-release promos. Went to the tournament, you got the pair of them. Oh, but apparently that wasn't even enough, because in BT-8 they made them box toppers as well. So they were the last magazine but not magazine promos we had, and they ended up being pre-release promos, and they ended up being box toppers as well, because apparently it wasn't enough just getting them as pre-release promos. So I really wouldn't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. Like I say, I can't tell you exactly how they're going to end up being released over here. I wish I could. But we know at this stage that Digimon are really good at making sure they get released. So I wouldn't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to be A-okay. What does the card actually do? Well, our translation is a mixture of the lovely Ensan Gaming and the lovely me. And what we've got here is a free cost tamer. On your turn, when you play a Pulsemon, by suspending this tamer, if you have 3 or more security, draw a card. If you have 3 or fewer security, gain a memory. Obviously, you can play it for free if it comes out as a security card. That should be fairly obvious. And yes, this shouldn't surprise anyone at this stage. If you have exactly 3 security, draw a card and gain a memory. I know. And then this is kind of Pulsemon's thing, right? The whole Pulsemon line, they are all about exactly free security cards. That's the goal we're really heading for here. So the first Pulsemon, we saw that lovely promo. When you play, if you have 3 or more security, draw a card. If you have 3 or fewer security, gain a memory. Yes, it's the same skill. As Digimon, it was a play skill, or as the Digimon. As the Tamer, it is a when you play a Pulsemon, suspend it. But there's a, and I know this isn't going to happen often, right? But there is a world here where you've got 4 Rits in play, and you play a Pulsemon, and you suspend them all, and you draw 5 cards, 1 for the Pulsemon, 1 for each of the 4 Tamers, and gain 5 memory, and this becomes broken. See, I told you this isn't a Pulsemon promo, but it's kind of a Pulsemon promo, and this makes me very, 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 very happy indeed. I am loving it, ladies and gentlemen. I am absolutely loving it. I don't know if I'm ever going to make a good functioning Pulsemon deck. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It's up in the air. But I can absolutely tell you that I am going to try. I'm going to have a good go. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to give it a go, ladies and gentlemen. I am absolutely going to give it a go. I should mention we got other things like Bulkmon, that if you have 3 or more security, you gain blocker. And then you've got stuff like the Boutmon, that when an opponent's Digimon attacks a player, if you have 3 or more security, it unsuspends. Or the other Boutmon, that if you have free security, you unsuspend this Digimon. The whole free security motif is a fairly big thing in this whole evolution line. So yeah, sounds like fun. Now, the other promo coming is a Siriusmon, and I saw from some of the comments online, people are not chuffed that this has gone and been revealed because it's not yet in the anime, or it wasn't when it's initially revealed, or something like that. All I can tell you is, it's on the website. It's on the official website as an announcement, and I need to share the news with you, and I have waited a few days, so that's all I can tell you. And it's a Siriusmon, and this one's a little bit easier, basically. This one, all you need to do is go and buy yourself the January issue of Psycho Jump, which, it's a very good comic, but it's huge. It's like 500 pages, and it is fat. And also, because it's kind of small and fat, it's really hard to store, but they keep doing promo cards, so I keep having to buy it. It's getting kind of awkward. But if you go and get yourself the January issue of Psycho Jump or Strongest Jump, you will get yourself this. For what it's worth, I have seen Digimon Dreamers up for pre-order. I've not yet seen the physical version, only the Kindle version, of the January Psycho Jump, which is up for pre-order. So this is one to kind of keep an eye on and hope it comes out sooner rather than later. And to be fair, Psycho Jump as a whole, it is something that's been pretty good to us. Like over in the One Piece card game, we have just seen that the Frankie promo has come out in Psycho Jump, and there was a previous issue where there were actually 4 promos, a little set of 4 promos that came out, which is kind of amazing. There was a Gamamon, which was given away in Psycho Jump a while ago. Espimon made its debut in Psycho Jump. You can see they've got the little logo in the corner. So it's not like this is the first time we've ever seen Psycho Jump. It seems like Bandai, because remember Bandai make One Piece as well, it seems like Bandai have got a thing going on where they are feeding promos pretty regularly. There are also Dragon Ball Heroes promos. We're not going to be talking about that here because it gets a bit confusing. But certainly we've already seen 2 different issues with One Piece promos, and we've seen a bunch of different Digimon promos, and this is just the latest one. And we should be expecting at this stage that every few months there is going to be another Psycho Jump promo, and it's going to be lovely. This one is Siriusmon. We got 11 cost to play normally, 3 cost to digivolve, 11,000 power, level 6. And when digivolving, by placing a card with Gamamon in its name from your hand as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution source, this Digimon gains 2,000 power for the turn. And we've got kind of Gamamon decks going on lately, so it's nice that that's an option. And then when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 power or less. If this Digimon's power is 12,000 or greater, delete two of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 power or less. Now, obviously, when you Digivolve, you'll go up, in theory, assuming you like a Gamamon or something with Gamamon in his name under it, you'll go up to 13,000 power, that's fine. But come on, it's 1,000 power. We have seen a billion different ways to gain 1,000 power in the Digimon TCG, especially for red cards. So I really don't think this is much of an issue. So, I mean, generally speaking, you're going to be attacking, and then when you do so, you're going to be taking out two Digimon with 6,000 power or less. It's fine. I don't think it's particularly good, but I think it's fine. One thing to note is that outside of Japan, all of these magazine promos have ended up being banned from tournaments, but just not because they're particularly good, but just because they're hard to get hold of. So I assume we're going to see a similar thing going on here. I would not expect to be playing these in any tournaments outside of Japan until they come over here. So over here we're going to be fine, and over in Japan it's going to be fine, but outside of Japan, in Asia, don't expect to be playing this card. All right, it's going to get banned. They all get banned. It's just going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Hey-ho. So there we go. That's the news. And with my obsessive nature about this game, it means I'm constantly checking various Japanese websites. I've got my pre-order in for Digimon Dreamers. That's lovely. Now, for the second month in a row, I am fighting to try and get a copy of Psycho Jump. And it's annoying because when they don't have cool exclusive promos for popular games in, it's really easy to pre-order that magazine, or comic, or whatever you want to call it. When they do have cool promos in, then the pre-orders sell out super quickly and makes Wassy a sad Wassy. Never mind. I'm sure I'll figure it out. For now, I want to know what you think about these two new promos, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassy. That's where we talk about Digimon and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wassy Plays.